Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Cut! 180! Let's go, D. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end goes up.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Check. Crunch. 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 Kill, 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 kill. 36, 36. 11. Kill, 11.
A shotgun snap for Gone. Going up top for Cup. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hekker, on to punt for the Rams. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. And now a hit and a loose football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. Like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go,
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Here we go.
I got
Shoot.
Now it's Hines. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey. 11. Hey, gun. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set it.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Rams take over first and 10.
Play to win.
At
Let's
their own
go.
11-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Black 20. Black 5-4. Yeah. You don't want to know. Okay. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on second down. Goff. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, but now it'll be third down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Trying to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They run with Hines. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Go ahead.
This is Hines. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Black 80!
On first down, Garoppolo. And this is caught at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up. First and goal.
First and goal at the 7.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go. 180! Let's go, fellas. Here we go. Let's go. You tighten up. Check. Check. I got you. He's coming. Go ahead.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. There's Garoppolo to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And it was was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. An update from Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He's cracked. Go, go.
Goff now looks to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Gone. Man open. It's caught. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
180. 54. Time to go.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 4-yard line.
Here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Come to me.
Here's Hines. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On third down, Hines, and an alley to run. And a cut to the right and some open field here. He's at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Nyheim Hines, 98 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. On your team. Now you won. Watch safety green.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Here's Goff. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 81 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
54. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 13.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the stop was Aaron Donald. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
Here we go. 54, Mike. All day, baby, all day. Hey, gun. 65. Watch twist. Check. Check 99. Check 3. Slam.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here we go. 180. Hey, here we go. Slam. I got this.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 180. Check. Watch 54. Down to lose 1.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
13. Watch twist. Hey, gun. Hey, alert.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Nyheim Hines
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. That's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They are going for it. Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 54! Here we go, D!
Gets this one left side to Pettis. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
I think you got it, son!
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
54. I got you. Lock! Shit! Recon, 132 fighter. Check 24. 21. Hey, Delta. 54, right there.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 54. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's our field. It's our field.
1, Omaha.
Check 26.
65. Hey. High 7. Hey, gun.
Motion.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Hey, one set.
12, fellas, here we go.
54. Line 54. What we got? Why? Get wide.
I got you.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Roby-Coleman, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Another carry now for Gurley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8 and avoids the contact by sliding. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch that. Drop deep.
On 1st down, gone. Flush to his right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Throw right side taken in by Pettis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington.
I got you.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 5-4. So don't say nothing.
6.
54 is Mike. 54.
Bravo.
Check. Watch 54. We got it.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Roby-Coleman, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind.
for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 180!
54. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Wait. Go ahead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash. Like it was never there in the first place?
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here we go. 180!
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On first down, it's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now it's gone. Finding some room at midfield. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. John Johnson with the INT. There he goes, left side. Not that time for Watkins. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hold on. Check.
Back to throw, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal, still looking for the first points of the game. Now it's Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His fourth touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out, coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side. Hines. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. This is caught. Watkins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to...
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 66 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
And he coughed it up. And this is going to be 49er football. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Niners, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for L.A., the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.